Alright, you guys, back with another episode, continuing down this arm sleeve. I did brother's tattoo a few years ago and he wants to finish up, so I guess today we're gonna wrap this lower arm up. As you can see, right into the video, right into the process, no wasting time. I usually like to start my flow off with a green pen, a Sharpie. It was brought to my attention that some people are allergic to Sharpies, so I do have other pens that I use. That's another one right there, Keel die, and I also use a big permanent pen. Just depends. Sometimes I'm all over the place. What do you expect? I'm an artist. So I like to start with the flow, like I've told you guys before in a few of my other videos. I like to draw out that big thick outline where the contrasting is going to meet everything, and then we fill in the pieces in after. And of course here I am with my red Pilot pen. Some of the OGs, they know it is the G1 Pilot pen, and let me tell you, you're not going to find this pen sold in the United States. I think it was United Kingdom these buggers come from. Yep, just the process of me drawing it out. Some shark teeth. We got a markation cross on the wrist right there. We got a few wave patterns. We got a big markation cross. This is another type of spearhead right here. Spearheads, it means righteous and pono. Protector, strength, head of household, warrior. Depends on what culture you want to take the context from. I have a whole bunch of little patterns that's going on in there. That would be Lauhala, the ability to put things together. That's the ginger. I think that's Miley. I put Miley in that one, not Ginger Miley. That's the double arrows coming through. So in this video, I am using the Ghost Dog liner to line this out. I am using a 7 standard liner. The tube is a one-piece machine tube from Good Luck Irons, and the builder of this machine is Adam Ciferri, and he's in Colorado. He builds machines for Workhorse Irons. Build some awesome machines. This is a single coil 20 wrap, and this thing is slapping lines like nobody's business. I mean, it's so enjoyable. I feel so cool using this machine because it's so light. It's like driving a go-kart. It's just but it can dig mud and it got RPMs. It's a good machine. I stand by this 100%. I love this machine. Super tight work, and you can kind of give that line a little bit and it'll still be a really nice clean line. So pretty stoked with that. So if you noticed from any of my other videos, I do like a building process. I'll do each line in a certain way, and I'll stack a couple, then fall back, and I'll stack and stack. I normally like to pull all the lines that's in the same direction when I make my hand comfortable in that position, because I know I'm gonna have fairly straight lines. Now, I don't ever claim that I have the straightest lines, but I'm trying. So as long as I have my arm in the position, or my hand and my wrist where I'm really nicely pulling or pushing my lines, it just depends on where the curvature of that line is going to be. But I just keep it rolling. I don't wipe my tattoo when I'm lining. I only dab. I don't introduce extra trauma to the skin while I'm doing the line work, because it causes so much irritation that the tattoo gets super red, and the client is gonna start feeling the fatigue and the burn, and it makes it for a harder tattoo. So I like to just keep it super clean on the first pass as best as I can. So this is a little slow motion of me kind of pulling lines. Keep in mind, I do like to keep my machine kind of in a pushing motion. Sometimes I'll pull, but I really like to push. But remember, when you're pushing lines a lot, you want to check your needle tip quite often, actually, because it's almost like a 3-pronged spear. If you just keep pushing forward, stuff is going to get stuck in between those needles, like dead skin and a little bit of dry ink and a little bit of dry blood. It's going to start fraying your needles open, and it's going to create really horrible lines. It'll clog it up, the ink flow won't be good. So make sure you clean your needle and take a look at it. You wipe it off. That's why I like the needle bar. You just push the bar out, pull on the needle a couple times, clean it up real good, dip it in water, and good to go. Right back to the line. I'd like to add, if you guys have any comments or opinions or any questions, don't be afraid to ask. I share my knowledge and my information with anybody who's willing to ask me. All I know is what I know, and most of this shit I learned it by myself. So if I'm doing something wrong and it's something that you see that's like, hey, why is he doing that, and you have a question and you're curious, or you want to tell me that there's a better way, feel free to leave it in the comments. So we're back on the time lapse now. So it looks like I'm lining super fast. In reality, I'm lining pretty quick. This lower arm sleeve, the outline took about an hour and 45 minutes, give or take. A few laughs, a few jokes in between, a few visits from people. You know how it goes. I'm in a tattoo shop. It's a public place. People come walking in all the time. Alright, I'm using the spam can shader, I call this machine. I built it specifically to pack black. And I'm using a 15 curve mag that I built, that I made, sterilized it and everything, just for you. Back to the Tiffany shader. I'm using a 7-round shader. It's an open shader. It packs black better than Punaloo Black Sand Beach packs sand in your surf shorts. Say that 5 times fast. But anyways, I like to use this small needle. It's a 7-round shader, but it gets in all the little things. You got to be careful, because if you go too close to the line, you'll blow out the line, you'll damage the line, and you'll go outside of the line. But this works really good when I'm doing a lot of little curves and all the little details and all the little triangles. This is my go-to size. 7-round shader, 15 curve mag, 7-round liner, or 5-round liner. Pretty much is like the package deal for tribal tattoos. So we're going to speed it up to the rest of this clip so you guys can see how I work the 7-round shader. If we only could tattoo that fast, it would be pretty cool. Tying this tattoo into the old tattoo is pretty interesting, because I've done this tattoo a few years ago, but it was done with a coil machine. Watching this tattoo come together is really satisfying, especially watching this video while I'm trying to edit and watch and speak and narrate. A little challenge, because it is satisfying to watch.
stereophonic sound for the whole.
I got a little section in this video of some real-time tattooing. Nothing spectacular. You cannot see the needle of exactly what I'm doing, but it is pretty much like this for 8 to 9 hours. Not normally quiet though. I like to crack jokes a lot, but at this moment I know the camera's on and my client's sleeping, so it works pretty well for me. I just kind of lock in and get rolling. In fact, I had a movie playing in the background because I was doing a live at the same time, and Facebook kept kicking me out of the live for the music that I was playing in the background. So we play movies as an alternative source of entertainment, and my client crashed out. What a good guy. He sat like a rock.
Big one's right over the Commonwealth building. That's where he'll be headed.
Yeah, good read.
You agreeing with me? That's weird.
Yeah, feels great. Kind of tingly.
Here's a little Easter egg for this. If anybody can guess the movie that I'm watching in the background, and you message me after you book an appointment, I guarantee give you $100 off your tattoo. Only if you can guess what part 1 or part 2 of the movie. Looking forward to see if anybody can guess what movie that was. So check this part out, you guys. This guy, I sprayed him with lidocaine, so he don't feel nothing. He's already sleeping, and watch, he's gonna fight me in his sleep. He's not feeling the tattoo. He's fighting demons in his sleep. He goes to yank his arm and fight. I literally was holding his arm down during this part of the tattoo. He was snoring, but you can't really hear his snoring because he was kind of just breathing. Every once in a while you'd hear that. When I said this guy was a dead body, he was out cold, and his little twitch, that was just him trying to yank his arm back to comfort himself in his sleep. It was classic. Don't forget about the Easter egg in this video. This movie is still the same movie. You let me know what movie this is after you book an appointment with Kaulana Inks at Hamakua Coast Tattoo, and you'll get a $100 discount from this. Good luck.
Hey, you okay? What's going on? I'm glad you're here with me.
We need to get inside.
Listen, there's something I should tell you. It's something I've been hiding.
Bobby, I think you can make
But I did see this. Try to keep it open-minded. I'm not stressed right away. Okay?
Skycam 4 is on the scene with continuing coverage.
We were looking down on the Commonwealth building, which is swarming with really no other way to say this. Monsters. I urge everyone to stay inside until this situation. Waiting. Like it's over barricades. And there's Daniel. Get into the future.
Watching me fill this tattoo in with this machine, I can't believe how fast it's going. This is real time. This is not a time-lapse part. This is kind of how it is. Right now we're doing the marcation cross, or if you want to be specific in Hawaiian, that would be called the Avail eye. Oh, I guess we're almost at the end of this tattoo. Here I'm coming through with the 15 curve mag, and we're doing the gravy shade. I call this the gravy shade. I like to do the depth and the layering and the folds and make everything look a little bit three-dimensional. It makes a tattoo have a little bit more depth and a lot more dynamic. Then it really pushes the contrast out on all the solid black lines. My guy's back up already because he knows we're at the end of the tattoo, and it was a pretty good day, I would say. If this video was knowledgeable and enjoyable, and maybe if you're interested in getting a tattoo from me, maybe even being in one of these videos, hit me up. Kaulana Inks, HCTC, Hamakua Coast Tattoo Company, Big Island, Hawaii, Waimea, Kamuela. And that's a wrap, you guys. Mahalo nui loa for staying the whole time. Hopefully my voice wasn't too boring. Like and subscribe, and mahalos to the next one. Aloha.